Yuki, where are you? Yuki, where are you? Oh, there you are. You're sitting underneath me, huh? She was sitting under my seat, Joanne. I'm sitting there going, where's Yuki? Where's Yuki? I want to show you guys the new camp, the views. Hey, Poodle Professor, how you doing? Hey, Mobile Tech, how you doing? Check this out, you guys. Arlene, how you doing? But hey, Ray Crum, how you doing? Pretty much off the same road, but went up higher in the mountains. And see, it's very pretty. The air smells like a combination of pine and something else. Let's see. There we go. That's normal view. And that way out there in the middle of the camera, the white thing you see, that's the airport. That's the Kingman Airport, but I haven't heard no planes coming or going. I wonder if it's like Area 51 or something. But and look, this is the other side. Look, see the mountains on this side too. Cool. There's Yuki. There's Yuki saying, "Where did you go, Daddy, and leave me here?" Daddy, where did you leave me? It is. It's beautiful. I just had to show you. I sat there and went, well, I don't want to have another live stream again because I just had one, but that was the last place. This place is nicer. I found another one that was even nicer, but there was too many people. I need to find places like this. I'm looking on All Stays and Compendium. Yeah. This is an easy one to find, Poodle Professor. This one, you just take that highway off the, like I told you on the last video, we just keep going towards the Hualapai or Hualapai Indian thing. They have a thing up in the mountains. But everywhere you go up here, everywhere that you go up here, they have, you know, if it's the state trust land, it has like the white sticks on the roadside, so it'll tell you that there's camping there. There we go. Shawnee Groves, how you doing? Trying to get a good picture here. I'm about sick of camping now. Oh yeah, it's always good to go home, man. First thing when you do is when you get home is jump in the shower, jump into bed, and pop a beer probably. You Mobile Tech. So this is the way, okay, the sun is in the picture. So this is the way the sun would go down. What did I say? I hurt my foot today, but I still want to plant potatoes and onions tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, if you want to do that, then you need to stay off of it. And I don't know how bad it is to put some ice or something on it and keep it from getting bigger and stuff, and maybe you'll be able to tomorrow. Yep, shower and beer first. That's Mobile Tech. Okay, hold on, Yuki. Yuki's gonna tangle this all up and knock it down. I can see my grass growing out of control on my security cameras. Yeah, I've been wondering about that too, so I need to find out if the grass is getting too long. It hurts to wear shoes, but I can walk and drive. I hope it's better tomorrow. I do too, man. That's terrible. That's horrible. A carrot cake. I love a good moist carrot cake. Those are so good. Let's see. This view, you really can't see this view, huh? You can't really see this view because it's so off in the distance. Let's see. There we go. See? That's kind of pretty. I like that view. What was that you said? I think it was Ray. I think he said, how dare you show all these places to camp? Oh no, he said, I like you showing all the cool places to camp. Well, why not, man? I got to do something to get people to watch, right? I'm not mean enough, so I'm not mean or dramatic enough, so so I have to have something. Looks a lot different than Minnesota. Oh, no doubt about it. And you know what? And we're halfway up these hills, little mountains, if you will. I don't know what the altitude is, but guess what? The high was only like 73 or 74 today. And there's a cold front coming. I think on Friday or Saturday, it's only going to be in the 40s. But I said, well, we'll take it, you know. Yeah, if you look way in the middle of this picture, I mean, okay, yeah, at the very bottom where the green trees are in the line, you can see like a truck going across. That's I-40. Let me see. There. Now you should be able to see it. Arizona should be cooler weather next week. Yep, that's what they said, you know. Yep, but that's okay. If it gets too cold, I'll just get out my propane heater and sit out there, and there. Now you can see the truck go by. See, that's the highway. That's actually about a good 5 miles. I think it's like 3 miles, 4, 5. Yeah, a good 5 miles down there to the highway. There you go. Now you can see them going by. What's beeping? I don't know. That? I don't know. But I have no idea what those mountains close or the farther ones either. Maybe it's in my house. It's your foot beeping. Let me see. Might be my computer. I was doing some stuff on my computer. I shot off a email to Wonder Hussy, and told her some stuff. I just said, whoosh, please, after watching all these videos of all these drama queens on YouTube, please don't ever, but don't ever change. Please, Sarah Jane, you know, yeah, John's heartbeat. Sounds like a bird to me. That's it, it was a bird, it's a bird. It's the beeper, it's the blue beeper. Hey, there's Troy. How you doing, Troy, man? Good to see you. Good to see you on here. Yeah, no healing, please. No forever healers. Yeah, I think it's the computer battery is what it is. If it really bothers you, then I could move away. No, if I move away, then it's gonna do the donuts and stuff. Let's see, how about there? Yeah. No doubt. That'd be bad. You're telling everybody about the beat, but it's from your house. Yes, I do. It's right there. No, you can't see it, but it's hanging. It's hanging like there's a backpack right there and that yellow cleaner stuff. It's on that rack right there. I always make sure that it's holding pressure, then it's good. So it'd be a horrible thing to be in your van and have some kind of fire in there because the area is so small and stuff. And then if you sit there, if you're really finicky and scared, you know, that, oh, I got to lock all the doors and stuff, that's part of it, you know. You get in there and you got to unlock everything, you know. You got to unlock everything, then find your fire extinguisher. By the time you do all that stuff, it might be too late. So I keep everything unlocked, so. Smash the thumbs up, it's free. It's free. Ooh, somebody's riding a motorcycle. Okay, let me see. Okay, I figured out the beat. I figured out the beat and took care of the problem, so I always hit the love button, Arlene. Thank the God. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen my short video that I put out today, it's pretty cool. I mean, of all the people that you see out on the road and stuff, I've been following, one of the first ones I ever followed a long time was Adventure Van Man. You know, he'd be out there, what does that say? Dusty Drones. Daryl, hey, how you doing? That's the drone guy. But yeah, Brian, Adventure Van Man. Well, this guy up here, parked where you turn in up here. Oh, you saw the short? It was pretty cool. and so we get to talking and goes, you do YouTube? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, well, do you know so and so? And so yeah, I said, yeah, cool, man. Let me make this short video about that, you know. Turns out it was like Brian's first van, and he rode it all over the place, and he left the inside like it used to be, where he had a little desk right there by the door and the bed and all that stuff inside and all that. You could see it, pretty cool. W Drones, how you doing, Daryl? I haven't seen you since I was in somewhere south by Benson or somewhere. I was on some Arizona trust land back then, but now I'm up here in Kingman. He's had a few vans, yeah, but I think that's the first one he ever had, though. It was pretty cool. Anyway, the guy was all excited and stuff because he had just seen Brian like last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, where he went to Lake Havasu and they were on the canoes and they're paddling around and stuff. So he was telling me about that. That's pretty cool. And he's also telling me about one night they were out in the middle of nowhere, and so he has his electronic drums on board his thing. With that van, he pulls this trailer behind it, and he's going to eventually make the trailer into a place to live in and stuff. But he keeps the electronic drum set in there. So Brian and him, they were jamming one night. He was playing the drums and Brian was playing the guitar. That's pretty cool. So I think we're going to do that one afternoon. We're going to sit there and I'll take my stuff over there and let them lay down some drums for me playing. I'll get a video for it, okay? That'd be kind of cool. I like the way the sunshine on the thorns of the cactus right there. It's so cool. Yeah, it's kind of cool, isn't it? If you guys could see the thorns like I do, the sun's just going right through it. Photo op, yep. Yuki, run over there. Yuki goes, I don't want to go out in the sun. Got up early, and went to the Walmart market and got groceries and all that stuff. They're all put away, and then the town Kingman has like 3 different dog parks. I went, let's try this one. And we went to it, and I was kind of scared to let her to go in there unleashed because there's all these other big dogs, but lo and behold, we went in there. I unleashed her, and she did great. She didn't bark at any other dogs. Nobody tried to chase her around or nothing. So she did great. I was kind of proud of her. Usually the places I go, if they have a place, for the all dogs, or a little place where they shut it off for the little tiny dogs that are not ready to go out in society yet, I guess. That's what I usually put her in. Uh-oh, this is getting dark. Does that mean my battery's going to run out? Let me check. Yeah, because you just never know, huh? You have one dog that's going to be mean to your dog, and that could be whatchamacallit, 47. So it said 47%, so that should be plenty. Maybe it's just adjusting itself for being so bright outside. I don't know. I don't care. All I want to do is go through one session without the Starlink going out on it. There, let's see. And usually the owners don't care. Yeah, isn't that the truth? Yes, I use Starlink, Shawnee. But I have different ways that I power it, and because It is a hog, but the Mini isn't as much of a hog as the One, Series 1 and stuff, because that has an automatic satellite tracker and a motor and all that kind of stuff on it. But the Mini, you just turn it. If it's not in alignment, it will tell you, make sure the edges are in between a box, and it shows you. You open the app and has a picture of the box of the Mini, and you just turn it until it matches the box. That's how you align it, you know. So easy, even a caveman could do it. But the problem is leaving it on all the time. The Mini is great if you can get over the price of buying it, or you can get a good deal on a sale on it. You know, it's good. You know, a lot of people will say they don't need the roaming forever, but actually, if you have the Mini, you might as well just use that and then get rid of whatever you use at home, and that'll cover the cost, you know. My phone had the nerve to die on me a couple of days ago. Yeah, see? It's not just Starlink. Starlink is always, yes, I do. I have, but see, I have solar panels only have 200, and I only have a little bit more than 200, like 240 on the batteries. So I need to invest in one more solar panel and one more battery is what I want. That would be ideal for me. Actually, I want to get a 200 watt panel, so I'll have 400 watts, but take 200 of those watts and put it with its own separate battery just to run the Starlink Mini. And that will work. I just have to get back home to do it. Hey, Desert Adventures in Arizona, Steve, how you doing, man? Good thing, good to see you, man. Hey, I'm up here at if you didn't hear, I'm up here in the mountains of Kingman now, and facing that way. Well, let me see. Right behind those trees, I don't know if you can see it back there, but the white things, that's an airport out there. The Kingman Airport. They never fly, I guess. But Steve's out there in Marana, Arizona, and he's got Jeeps and vehicles that he takes that are four-wheel that goes out into those deserts and forests and all that stuff, and where some places where he doesn't have any kind of services at all, and he solved that by putting some kind of mount that he's. I need to see the mount that he's got, and then he's put the mount on there, and then and now he's got his Starlink Mini out there, and I don't know how you. You never told me how you power it, Steve. I think you say you just got a good plug-in for your cigarette lighter adapter or whatever, but I think that's how he plugs his in. Shawnee, hello 909, how you doing? Hey, Shawnee, you can plug in your Starlink Mini while you're driving, and people say you can't use it while you're driving. That's bull too, because I put mine on my windshield right there, and I use it while, you know, it's better to have that full signal, and I just run it through my cigarette lighter adapter, and it works fine like that. And the only thing about the Starlink, Shawnee, is that you have to have a little bump at the very start. Like it won't start up with 20 watts or maybe 30 watts, but if you have something that'll run, you know, that's why they use C cables. C cables take more power. And if you have something that has a C power, like a Jackery that has the C plug on it that says CPD, then it has enough power to boost it, and that's what starts it up. And once it starts it up, it'll level itself off. And usually when it starts up, it takes almost like 40 watts. But then after that, it will go down to 18. I power my Starlink with an EcoFlow 300 watt battery pack. Oh, okay, so that's cool. So you didn't tell me that before, or if you did, then I probably forgot it already. But that's pretty cool. And then I imagine that EcoFlow has the pass-through charging system where you could actually charge it while you're using it, doesn't it? That's what Jackeries are so good about. If you use a Jackery, then you could always plug it in while you're using it, and keep it plugged in, you know. So, but yeah, there's all kinds of ways to run it. You just have to figure it out according, you know, to your vehicle and stuff. Yeah, I've been running my big Starlink on my 300-watt gray cell. And is that some kind of a power bank there, Mobile Tech? And then how much does that take to run that? Like, do you only say, I'm only going to run it for like 2 or 3 hours, or what, you know? It's always something, huh? You always have to sit there and think about it. You go, how should I run this, or how do I run that, you know? So I have a EB 1000 watt. Well, that's good. That's a good one. That would run it for a long time, man. It would run the Mini for a long time anyway. I have a 200-watt solar panel to charge it with. Okay, yeah, see? So that means while you're using it, you're charging it at the same time. It's never gone below, what was it, 57%, and that was running it all afternoon and into the evening. Yeah, yep. That's the way to do it. You just have to find your own particular way to do it, but